Hello, dear students. Welcome to the online class for the students of BA Part First English Literature. In this video, we are going to study a poem, A Song for Saint Cecilia's Day, written by the poet John Dryden. Students, as on the screen, you can see a brief introduction about John Dryden. John Dryden was born on 9 August 1631 and was died on 12th of May 1700. He was an English poet, literary critic, translator, and playwright who was appointed England's first poet laureate in 1668. John Dryden, who so dominated the literary scene of his day that it came to be known as the Age of Dryden. John Dryden came from a landowning family with connection to Parliament and the Church of England. He studied as a King's Scholar at the prestigious Westminster School of London. After graduation, Dryden found work with Oliver Cromwell's Secretary of State, marking a radical shift in the poet's political views. Alongside Puritan poets John Milton and Andrew Marvell, Dryden was present at Cromwell's funeral in 1658 and 1 year later published his first important poem, Heroic Stanzas, eulogizing the leader. As on the screen you can see that personal details of that poet. He is seen as dominating the literary life of Restoration England to such a point that the period came to be known in literary circles as the Age of Dryden. Romanticist writers Sir Walter Scott called him Glorious John. As a playwright, Dryden published many plays. His best dramatic works are Marriage a la Mode and All for Love, which was written in blank verse. The Wild Gallant is also a very important play written by John Dryden. Now, on your screen, students, you can see the text of this poem, A Song for Saint Cecilia's Day, 16, and this poem was published in 1687. It is the first of two great odes written by poet laureate John Dryden and set to music for the annual Saint Cecilia's Day celebration held every November 22 from 1683 to 1703. So Saint Cecilia, now a question comes to our mind that who was Saint Cecilia? Saint Cecilia was an early Christian martyr and patron saint of music. So in the honor of this saint, their Saint Cecilia's Day is celebrated on 22 November, and this day was celebrated during 1683 to 1783, and this celebration was sponsored by the London Music Society and was honored at these public celebrations with concerts and religious ceremonies featuring every year an original commemorative ode commissioned by the society. Italian composer G.B. Draghi wrote the first musical arrangement for A Song for Saint Cecilia's Day in 1687. A Song for Saint Cecilia Day, this poem celebrates the power of music by drawing upon classical myths and Christian and Jewish sources and legends. The dominant theme is directly expressed in the line, What passion cannot music raise and quell? Its development associates specific passions with specific instruments. This theme is developed, however, within the larger context of music. The power of music is to raise passion is developed in the middle five stanzas about how music from individual instrument raises emotions. So this poem is basically about the power of music. A song for Saint Cecilia's Day 1687 written on the occasion of a holiday commemorating the Catholic martyr Saint Cecilia, and this poem about the power of music and its ability to incite. Incite means provoke emotion, help us understand the making of the world, and connect the earthly and the heavenly. Stanza first of this poem describes the beginning of the universe, in which nature, upon the divine command of music, arose from under a heap of jarring atoms. Stanza 2 of this poem praises the power of music to inspire passion. The speaker takes the biblical musician Jubal as an example of how music can energize its listeners and stir them to action. Stanza 3 to 6 constitute an inventory of musical instruments. Inventory means list and their specific properties. Stanza 3 begins this list with trumpet. Trumpet is a kind of musical instrument which inspire anger with their loud sound, and drums which similarly inspire the passion and excitement of the combat. Combat means war. Stanza 4 describes the melancholic sounds of the flute. As you all know, flute we commonly hear in every musical composition, as well as the sentimental and woeful sounds of the lute. Stanza 5 then takes us to violence, which sharp sounds can inspire feelings of jealousy, fury, and pain. In stanza 6, the speaker praises the angelic music of the organ, describing it as a medium for holy love and heavenly ways. In stanza 7, the speaker begins to explicitly discuss Saint Cecilia, her music, and her pity. The speaker compared the enchanting beauty of Saint Cecilia's music to that of the mythological figure Orpheus, yet claims that Saint Cecilia's performance was a greater wonder because it caused an angel to mistake earth for heaven. The grand chorus takes us back to the relationship between music and the broader universe. The spheres singing in harmony glorify the Creator, and in the last and dreadful hour, music signals the creation of a new system of order in the universe. So, this poem, on one hand, this poem is the celebration of Saint Cecilia's days, and on the other hand, this poem is about the power of music. So this was the theme and summary of this poem. In the next forthcoming videos, we will study the poem's text, and I will explain every stranger in the forthcoming videos. So thank you all students.